And we are back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 10, episode 18. There is quite a lot to cover for, the competitive landscape of League of Legends. We just kicked off the LCS 2024 spring split playoffs today. I managed to watch all the games because when they started, as you guys know, I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. They started at 12:30 and they were literally over by 2:40. They were actually over so fast that I was actually able to get to my one-on-one video that you guys are going to see on the channel because when I got a chance to talk to Mike Barron, Mike Barron couldn't stay for the whole hour, and the hour duration is for the Iron Man podcast on Rumble. That's the time limit, right? So if someone can't stay the whole hour and they tell me in like the private chat on StreamYard they have to go, then I'll usually cut out the part where I say the episode number, and then I just upload that as a separate video on the YouTube channel that you guys are currently watching that video on. So this ended up happening again today with Gifted Rebel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine both of those episodes together into one episode and then upload that as a combined episode on Rumble for the Iron Man podcast, actually. But on here, I'll just upload them as two different, long form segments where it's just us talking, actually. And if you guys want to get caught up on what I'm doing, actually, I have plenty of content coming out. I am pretty much just mentally preparing myself and gearing up to release a good amount of content for you guys with news regarding gaming, streaming, movies, television, comic books as well. Yeah, I'm just gearing up every single article. Actually, there's videos that Chaz sent me that I gotta EFAP over. There's the Matt Walsh gaming segment people want me to EFAP over. So all that stuff, don't worry guys, I wrote it all down. I'm gonna get to it just one by one about every day. Get like two of those videos done, release them, just keep that gravy train rolling, actually. So yeah, Mr. Blackman, what have you been doing?
Besides watching League of Legends and Pokemon, not much. I'm not gonna lie and say I put up a video. I took them down because I fucked up somewhere. It was like audio. It's like I could have had 3 videos up by now, but then I went back and listened to them. I was like, shit, I gotta re-edit this whole goddamn thing. It takes forever to edit stuff now because I've actually got a good editor. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just redo the whole video because I realize it's just easy to redo the whole video now.
Why not just edit the part out? Actually,
no, it's the whole video. Okay.
You felt like you when it was over, you missed out on very crucial things you wanted to bring up.
That too, plus, and I realized every video I did, I was sick, and there were parts of it where my voice cracked. I was like, oh hell no, nope, I'll redo it. Fuck it. If it was like a market watch, I'll just redo it with the new prices of stuff. I was like, damn, my voice is cracked. Shit. Okay. Because I realized the best time for me to do market watch is between the time I get off work from 9:30 to about 2:30. I can't do it in the morning. My brain is weird. My brain functions better when I'm tired before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
kind of weird too, yeah. I actually have more energy doing videos when I'm tired than when I'm fresh awake. When I'm fresh awake, I don't have like the drive to do them because I need to do other things. But if I'm going to bed and I realize I have to do a video that day, I'll just get it done in like that last hour, which I realize I need to stop doing that because it's like backing me up on other videos I need to do. So I got to train my mindset. Because you know how like I had the main channel back in the day, whenever like Yu-Gi-Oh! News would just drop and I would just do it. I want to get back into doing that. Because if people say that that's because you're burned out. No. It's like for some reason in my mind, I don't have that level of like innate action to do it like I used to. You know?
I don't got that level of urgency because like with the Pokemon video,
I used to have the urgency way back in the day, man. I heard news would drop, everything don't matter. Video instantly. I want to get back to that. I gotta figure out what made me do that.
I would do that, but then I realized the retention time. I'm realizing when I watch other people's videos, I'm like, I'd rather just go to the website itself. I'm like, okay, I need to make these short as hell. Like I need to make these the ones that if I was monetized, they would be monetized because they're too short. But I wouldn't care because I would have a video that's gonna be like 20 minutes long after that. That's why I was like, okay, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes I might do a post or I might do like a whole full length. I might wait a week and combine other videos because I realize people are willing to wait if they respect your opinion. That's what I realized about the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Battle Boss and Top Chefs.
Yeah.
Like that realm.
There's benefits to both. Like I've learned that you could do a news video with it being like essentially 2 weeks out. As long as you give a thought out opinion and people like your opinion, the views will still be there. I've seen a lot of channels do that. They'll be like late on doing like news that have just recently come out. People like their opinion so much they don't give a fuck, honestly. Happens on Twitter too. You know, like one of your favorite people you'll follow on Twitter gives out an opinion on something that they've missed out pretty much the entire day because they were working. And it just blows up. So, you know, when people say you have to do it in a timely manner, yeah, like there's some merit to that. But, you know, if your audience likes you, it really doesn't matter, honestly.
Yeah,
you know?
It doesn't matter to a certain degree. I think the part that does matter is as long as you're not rambling, because there's some Pokemon people where they'll go over. It's like, all right, you already broke down the point. Oh, my electric card model. No. Don't do it, Nishi. Nishi will tell you.
Oh, Lord.
From top box, he's good, but then he'll give you the reason
why
you should like it. You shouldn't like it. Like no, it should be one or the other. It should not be both.
Jay,
be like,
Jay from Fresh in the Press. He reminds me of me back when I was first doing that. He was doing it every day. Yeah, me and Jay were supposed to do a video together. He supposed to be on the one show. I gotta hit him up again. I like Jay. He feels just super authentic when he's doing his thing. It feels so. I don't know if he's from New Jersey. I feel like he's from New Jersey.
He's probably from the East Coast.
Damn, man, you can tell he loving them thoughts. I always in his shorts or his YouTube videos, he says like the thought of the day. I always type thought, THOT. We know Jay. I know you're talking about thoughts. You don't got to disguise it, bro. Stop it. He always talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like Yu-Gi-Oh thoughts are like that's the thing, man. Back in the day with Yu-Gi-Oh, there were some not attractive women that dudes propped up, and I was like, these women are not attractive at all.
I mean, according to you, because you see women outside of the realm. It's like with me, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like this. There are some women that have pretty faces, but bodies are like fucked, or women who have nice bodies, but their faces are fucked.
That's what I knew. Dudes was thirsty. I'm like, this chick is like above average, maybe less.
The real question is: do you think a woman with a pretty face and a fucked up body, or a ugly face with a nice body? Which one do you take?
It's got to be about if she's kind of like confident in her like looks, that's what makes it more attractive, and then I can probably do it. Because like if you have confidence, you know, you might not look like the best. That could always kind of get me around to.
But okay, but you answer the question without answering the question.
What do you
pretty
mean?
Pretty face or ugly face? That's what it
comes down to. Pretty face for sure.
Okay, that's because
and it also defines what do you consider ugly too, since beauty is like.
It's subjective. Okay.
That's why I put out like if the girl's like not that attractive but her personality is good, then I don't care, honestly.
It's like because it's like there's the women at the job I work at. There's some pretty women, there's some mid women, and there's some.
You try to freaking mount all your bartenders at your last job, son of a bitch.
No, I only try to mount two, and I only fucked one. Like.
And then you wonder why they're mad at you. You were pounding coworkers out.
they were never mad at me. No. One of them was mad because I fucked her. I fucked her friend. I didn't fuck her. They saw I was picky. I was like, no. I know how to listen. I don't stick my dick in a woman that takes 3 different psychiatric medications. You don't do that. You don't stick your dick in crazy. You don't do like freaky, yes. Crazy, no. No. I don't like it. The only time I stuck my dick in crazy was the girl that had the Baphomet tattoo, and I totally forgot that she had that tattoo in the back of her leg. Like the sex was amazing, but it was but yeah, no. Because I remember someone asked me that, it was like, and this is gonna kind of lead into the LCS. Would you take a team that has great players but they can't work well, or players that aren't the best but they gel well when they're put with the right coach. It's like both of them have, is that kind of thing. Great
I think they
players
would always kind of thrive because, like, if you could be the guy to crack the best players and get them to your way of looking at the game, the upside to having the better players is gonna definitely peak harder, you know? Because like,
Privilege just says you want the prettier face. You don't want the face that's like
yeah.
but it's like
Like
okay.
if you have players that aren't as good but they work together, you still at some point it will happen. You aren't gonna do as well or get
Yeah.
past a certain team or get past a certain best of five because your players are just worse. You know, there is a thing in league where, you know, we like teams from the West, dude. You've seen this in the past couple of years. Some of these teams put together aren't even really that bad. They're actually put together like pretty good. They have good cohesion, but if you match good cohesion with stronger players from like, you know, the LPO, the LCK, you get ripped apart. You know?
And as we speak about that, let's talk about the LCS upper was it the first first match
God.
between
Okay,
100
so
Thieves and Flat Quest.
we said this
Cloud9.
on Sunday. I said this. Now, to be fair, I predicted 100 Thieves to win because, I mean, if you're just going off recency bias, they played better.
I'm looking at like 100 Thieves played better together, but we all said that Cloud9 had the better players.
Yeah, we also knew that 100 Thieves, they said on some weeks are going, guys, I'm not shitting you, 0-18 in scrims.
Yeah.
So I had a lady on back in the day. The video's still up on the channel. I think her name was no, I don't think it's on the channel. It was on my last one. Fuck. Her name was Summer Scott. She used to work for CLG. I talked to her, and they as you guys know with scrims, you play 3 sets of 5, right? So that means that to go 0-18, that would mean that they scrimmed 2 teams and lost 18 games in a row between 2 days consecutively.
0-9 between 2 teams.
That's terrible. They said this week was 1-17. Oh Lord.
That happened with this week. That was me. It was me and one other person were testing, right? It was four of us. Yeah. We were testing on PDCT Live. We do a best of 3 round robin each other. Was it 12? Was it 12? It was 9 games. I 2-0'd everybody. One guy went 0-6, never got a prize card. I see people get, because we all play separate decks. I played Chimpal, was playing Charizard, was playing Guardian, was playing, I want to say Word Moon. I don't remember. All I know is that was the toughest matchup. That was the only, I 2-0'd him only because it was Word Moon. The Charizard player couldn't fucking win nothing. Couldn't win if he tried. Guardian player beat him, Word Moon player beat him. Against me, he never evolved Charizard. His Charmanders kept getting sniped.
That's the thing is, when you're practicing, how do you tell if someone is not taking, it's not that they don't take practice seriously. A lot of people practice in different ways. Some people practice to test limits. Some people practice to see like what are certain outcomes that might happen so they could play out the better outcomes that they see. You know, a lot of people try to play practice and practice in general just so they can just stomp people. And it's like, is that really the most effective way of like practice? Is just valuing just wins, really?
And it says you practice wins, but how do you win? Like, because like I can tell you against the Charizard player, game 1, it was a best of 5 we played, but we played a best of 5. It was a best of 5. He went 0-6 because he played each of us twice in the best of 5. That's me. He went. He didn't win. All I know is he didn't win a single game. So he went 0-3, 0-6 against me. He went 0 he went 0-18 as well. In a sense, you got to look at how they practice each game. You got to see, are they changing anything? Are they losing the same way? Charizard player game 1 lost, never put down mana fee. I found out mana fee was prize. And this says you look game 2. Okay, he puts down mana fee, doesn't get down a second Charmander. I cross switch it up, go, what the fuck, Pokemon? Thank you very much, knockout. He doesn't get another Charmander down. I knock out his mana fee. By the time he got another Charmander down, he was too far behind. He lost. And then who else? And then you gotta look at how they play because the League of Legends, you gotta say, all right, cool. Do they gank the right way? Are they what are
Yeah,
they prior right?
yeah.
Are they prioritizing scaling each comp? Are they trying to pick the same champions? Are they picking different champions? Are they picking different comps? What are they betting on their side? Because in League is a lot more. If they keep doing the same shit and they're like, okay, it's like certain champions can only get picked because only certain champions can get played. You're like, oh fuck! I was like, all right. If you see Ayla get picked on certain support champions and Meech is only on like two ADC champions, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
our bot lane's fucked.
Yeah,
You see
and
that, and then you
mm-hmm.
see Sniper top play certain champions. It's like if you see that the top, like it's like in this case, if you see the top has to
Mm-hmm.
play carry or the bot, there's times where I see bot lanes where it's both bot lanes have to carry because the top three are trash or vice versa.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
So my thing is, I think I'm pretty sure we mentioned this on Sunday, which was this is 100 Thieves' first best of 5 with this squad, and you have what, two rookies in this in their first ever playoff scenario. Quid kind of went to the playoffs last year, but that was pretty much going to
I
be a,
I I still call Quid a rookie in a sense. He's still in a
yeah.
sense a rookie in my eyes.
He played like 4 playoff games last year, and they were already in the lower bracket at a massive
Yep.
disadvantage with a mentally blown out doubleth in his brain. So essentially, I would say they had like 3 rookies in their first real playoffs, right? Because
You got a double lift and a closer that's already checked out. Like
and then, as people know, playoffs is just a much different beast in the regular season, as we all know. And today, it just kind of felt like nothing they did ever mattered.
they weren't able to adjust. I think Cloud9 came in with the game plan.
Yeah,
They knew Cloud9. They knew they were a better team. They just did. It didn't show in the regular season. It was like I don't know. And
like
you
what?
said
Okay,
that
yeah.
Cloud9 was probably able to adjust to play in the playoffs because it's like all right, because
Yeah,
all of
if
them
these
have
players with the
playoff.
better players, if they since Cloud9 have in theory the better players, if they just like had a idea of how they wanted to play the game and could actually synergize on just a few ideas, their ceiling is higher, right? Now, I'm not saying that their 100 Thieves themselves can't bounce back in the lower bracket. I think the league is so wide open to the point where they could potentially get up to the lower bracket. They could at least get to the third place match, I
Yeah,
think, if they play their cards right. But the issue here is we talked about this on Sunday, and we knew that the bot lane was going to be the biggest problem. Like today, Meech, he played Aphelios, he played what's that, the dragon little guy,
Boulders.
Smolder, and he played Kaisa. Like that first game was
Kaiser was
Smolder.
bad.
Oh, that game 3 draft was so bad, but I understood it from Golden Goose perspective. He's like, we can't play anything. Let's play the most simplest thing ever. Yasuo Alistar, tried and true combo with knockup into Yasuo's all. If you're gonna do a knockup combo like that, I would just pick Diana. Actually, have River on Diana, then have Ayla on Alistar. That game 3 draft, it was bad, but I understood where he came from. If
That
you
wouldn't have worked because
no her cross move,
no,
no her
no,
alt.
no, no, no. It wouldn't have worked because the combination of Ayla and River are not working. There was some kind of disconnect, and I don't know, it's not working. And from
River
what I saw
also,
today,
did you see the game 2 when they were having that team fight and
yeah,
River's trying to run away? He gets over the wall with his flash as Lulu, and then River blast cones him over to die. Did you see that?
yeah,
That was
yeah.
yikes. You could just tell the stage nerves broke these guys today. Sniper was doing so many unconventional mistakes. You might send with tenacity last year that I brought up. When you're in the playoffs, like them, like tenacity. What?
But with also a sniper,
Mm-hmm.
they were constantly going after him because they knew they had to take him out early. They had to put him so
Yeah,
far behind that they knew if you take out the body juggle, the rest will fall apart, and it
mm-hmm.
definitely
And in
did.
game 3, when he started to get over aggressive, and they knew he'd be over aggressive because people know that he's
Yeah,
kind of like their best
because
player, and they just
Blabber was
shut him
like,
down.
"Oh, I'm gonna expose." It was like I'm gonna expose the top
They're,
half. I
they're,
was like,
they're kind of the Cloud9 were like, they're frauds. Let us get 100 Thieves, and they were like, okay. They showed that this team has some massive flaws to them. I mean, like Quid,
yeah.
him getting solo killed like that is unacceptable. He knows that Talia is about to hit level 6, and he's playing too far forward, and then just gets solo killed. It's like, what is man, like
But the
today
thing is, he
was
got
not
his
his day.
son because nobody else is doing anything. We like
River,
it's
I
just
would say was their best player. River was trying his hardest, but there's not much you can do in those situations. You know, like as a jungler, you can't really carry if no one else is gonna carry with you. Like the bot lane was just getting massively outplayed today.
yeah.
Like they weren't even a factor. Like I was watching Ayla play, and I was about to have a stroke. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
this guy is so
I remember
bad.
I was in the chat saying like Cloud9 was the better team, but why were they 8-6?
Mhm.
That's the part we gotta look at. Why was Cloud9 8? If you keep saying you're the better team, why'd you massively
They were
underperform? And
7-6, right? They went 7. Oh, you're
no,
right, 86. Yeah,
they
you're
were
right,
8
86.
and 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why was Cloud9 8-6? If you keep saying you were better, if you say you're the best team, why were you 8-6? Why were you 12-2? Why were
Also,
you
people keep in mind,
11-3?
Azir was banned. Azir is perma not on this patch, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to be
Yeah, no,
in this playoff so far. As
yeah,
he shouldn't be. This okay, so the drafting in this game was like Twisted Fate is so strong. I'm surprised that they just kept Sniper on Aatrox actually, because I'm pretty sure they didn't ban Olaf from him.
nah.
Honestly, did they ban Olaf from him when he first started? No. I
Nah.
personally would have just given him Olaf if you're gonna play Twisted Fate. Honestly, like the rest of the comp is fine. Honestly, everything else is pretty much okay. You have nice long range, hard engage with Jin Zhao, Smolder. I mean, Smolder's just fucking disgusting. That kind
Yeah.
of speaks for itself. Like
But
C9's,
the issue with
yeah,
Smolder is he had no damage. He had no
yeah,
damage.
he was getting, like, I forgot, the bot lane was just getting destroyed in lane. They were just always behind every single moment. It was like, bro, like it. Let's see, no, I'm pretty sure this is when he got him. So Blabber was taking the drag. Yeah, that is oof. Like River right here knows if he's trying to chart, like that might have been just bad communication. If he knows, if River knows he's gonna try and attempt to force aggression on Jojo Pion, River needs to get there, and or Quid needs to wait just like a second till he can get there. Because like
Yeah.
Talia's, push forward, push the lane in, roam, do some of the map. But guys, for the most part, there's not really much to say with the series. They were just really, really outclassed today. It is a stomp for the most part. Like I don't really think there was a part in the game you were like, man, they have a way in this game, which is odd actually,
Yeah.
considering how strong their regular season was. I was
But
just
right
surprised.
here,
Like,
this is where I thought they could have done something. And I was already cool. They're gonna come back in this game. Right here
oh
when
yeah, I
they
remember
got
this
the
part of the game.
dragon.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
right.
right here after that.
Oh,
I
I
was
forgot.
like,
Ayla missed his hook. That would have actually
yeah,
killed him because he had the seismic shove right there because he would just kill
yeah.
them. Oh god.
I
Mm.
was like, gosh.
If you look at the top lane difference, the CS difference between them. He has
That's
one
what,
item right now. He has boots and a serrated dirk. I'm pretty
that's
sure
what I'm
what that's called.
saying. They made
Yeah,
Jojo, Fudge and Blabber make sure they took.
they gave all the resources to Fudge and Blabber today, and then
Yeah,
just Jojo Pion was just, well, he's just on his own, just popping off as hard as he could. Good lord! Now I know people are going to criticize this last draft. I just don't get it. Okay, Meech can't play shit. Give him Jinx. Kaisa is the worst thing you can pick into this comp. Kaisa into Ari. Really? Kaisa and Tavares? Kaisa and Tavares is such a stomp.
and no, at this point, it didn't matter who they put Meech on. Meech was a
He just,
non-factor.
like, I understand from Golden Goose perspective. I understand his team is not functioning on the harder stuff. Give them the basic stuff. Let's see if they can, do something really basic like knock up, insta blow up someone. But you can't give that person Kaisa. And the reason why people understand he gives him Kaisa is because, well, Golden Goose basically saying you ain't shit. Kaisa can self peel for herself, and she can also, weave in and out of team fights with her abilities. So yeah, you're
That's
on your own
why they
island for
gave her
that.
Kaisa. It was like at that point, I was like, yeah, no, we're done. All right, I turned it
Yeah,
off.
once I saw the Kaisa, I was like, bro, that Kaisa, Navaris, and Ari, he's trolling. He basically went, Nate shot, I can't make this guy work. I know people blame Sniper for this one. He didn't know he was there. And plus,
Yeah.
to be fair, on the Rumble pick, he did actually win some of the 1v1s. It was only because of the jungle intervention that he was actually able to turn it. Like, look at his health. He was actually losing the fight. I mean, Rumble's really strong in a Renekton. Actually, Rumble is Renekton's a counter to Renekton, so to speak. What else was here? Oh yeah, they did just gank him again on this one. Yeah, this was just, I don't know what happened. Nerves got to them. They just didn't feel super confident.
Cloud9 was always the better team. Cloud9 was always the issue. Cloud9 was always the better team, but in the regular season, you're looking at it like, why is Cloud9 playing like shit?
Yeah, because in the regular season, they weren't converting their leads. Like, today they played Lucian Nami. Like, Berserker today made Lucian look, he was an OP pick, actually. That's because he wasn't playing like a crackhead.
It seems like Cloud9 play like shit on purpose to get a lower, because you got to look at it like, wait a second. Damn,
that's actually been a thing before. Not getting a higher seed, so you get an easier opponent. But they got third, so you would automatically get second place anyway. Second always plays third.
You know, I was like, they knew that.
They did say playing Team Liquid is harder for them, actually.
It's like, but then 100 seeds clap Team Liquid. That's it's a cycle. It's like,
are you saying motherfuckers are throwing so they don't get certain opponents in the first round?
Dude, that happens in the NBA all the time.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying it's happened. This was so troll. This is so troll. So right here in this fight, they're taking Rift Herald. They're leaving. All right, they're piecing the fuck out. Berserker already blows his ult. Okay. Look at what River does. River just blast cones him over there.
Yep.
Just deliberately. Why did he click that? He just deliberately just fucked the whole game. We're like, wait, hold on. They're not Lulu. All right, cool. We'll just go in and kill them all. Bro, yeah. River.
I saw this. I was like, yeah, I'm dead.
Like, come on, guys. That's not nerves. He's just choking. He's just freaking a moron. Like, you don't do that. It's like when you were trying to play Gragas that one night and Nivea kept walling. Like, once it's a mistake.
He said, oh, you're for it totally. You walled me 3 fucking times when I ulted. And the ult went back on us. I'm like, thank God this game doesn't have
rank applied to it. Because we'd be fighting in the streets. That was happening.
No, not ranked. What's the thing that happens in Call of Duty? Team damage. Like you get. Thank God we can't get team. Was it? I forgot what it was. But either way.
Yeah.
Thank God we can't get injured by our own teammates, or else we all would have been dead. I was like, you fucking. Why do you keep walling us? I had it kill. You walled me. I'm like, and I saw that. I was like,
yeah, because that's the thing is, if someone makes that mistake in one of our games, it's just like, all right.
That's happened to me before, where I was playing Seraphine. They blast Kobe by accident. I flashed out, and then he blasted Kobe back in, and I got killed. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Oh, I didn't see the blast code there. I typed it. I was like, reported. No. That is a reportable offense. You blast. I'm out of the zone, and you blast Kobe back in to get killed. I can use my own, and then you don't even. I'm like, I'm done. That was the day where I literally I stopped playing League for like 2 days after that. I couldn't go back. That's why I don't play ranked anymore. No. I was like,
yeah, like that's why I haven't played ranked in years, man. I would have people deliberately griefing the game, and I would call that motherfucker out, and then I would be the problem. It's like, bro, I ain't doing that reverse gaslighting shit.
We were literally up, and that one team fight, literally, it felt like it was Team Liquid versus T1. That one team fight cost us the game because they just whipped out mid. It took out the whole. They took out the towers and the towers and Nexus all in 50 seconds
I'll ask you this: since they got, I mean, to be fair, some people did expect this to kind of happen because they're like kind of still rookies in playoff.
Yeah,
can they improve from this and have a run in the lower bracket? Because they have to make a run to the lower bracket to even make the finals now, right?
I think they can, but I don't think they should. I think they should just lose.
You think it's better for them to just lose and learn from it?
Lose, learn, and get new players. Because
At least get a new ADC. Meech is awful. I'm
get
sorry.
some,
You
no,
could
get
probably
new
keep
support.
Ayla, but Meech is just not good.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
I would get a new support too.
Meech is dude about as
Meech is
terrible as
just not.
Spawn.
Meech is just not ready. Like he played but people. Oh, but he was in the Challengers League. But you gotta realize half these Challenger players were like players that were brought off the street in a sense that played some league that.
Okay, you ain't shit though.
I mean, but some of these players were guys that were literally in college playing for like they got up to whatever rank you need to play League of Legends professionally. Some of these guys, like some of these guys wouldn't even be able to play in Brazil. Like
that's also the thing too. If TF is this strong of a pick, and they just kind of like let him have it, like I hope Sniper can play more than just Aatrox and Olaf and Jax because they just pinch his champion pool. He's their best player. Well, fuck it, and you can't. Meech can't even play Aphelios just to stay safe and do damage.
Aphelios ain't that easy to hit. That Kaiser are not. They're easy champions to learn if you're on that pro level. But if you're on a level like me, I can't play those champions effectively. Sada,
the reason, that's why you would give your champion, your ADC, Aphelios or Jinx is like, hey man, I know you ain't shit, just stay safe and you'll scale. Because remember, like Jinx and Aphelios scale very well, so you'll be relevant at some point.
But
just want to do anything.
But Aphelios is more technical. That's why some people who ain't technical.
That's why I said I don't get why they didn't pick Xayah and Rakan today, unless Xayah and Rakan were banned for what I don't think they were. They could have picked Xayah and Rakan.
Xayah and Rakan are like you need a whole comp to fit around them.
No, well, I'm saying if Golden Glue needs to patch up Band-Aid situations for these guys, he's gonna have to start patching up because either they play Xayah and Rakan or Sen and Tompkins.
This ain't a patch up where you cut yourself by accident, on the sidewalk.
No, sorry. I'm asking what champions do you think Golden Glue can do to patch up these holes in the wall? Because
I don't think there's any champion. I don't think there's any champion at this point. We have to just be like, Meek ain't it. Meek ain't ready. Meek was good at the challenge.
Sorry. I mean, you're not out yet. See, you gotta.
You're not out yet, but no, it's like with Philadelphia this year. Sometimes just get the fuck out of the playoffs, come back, sign new players, and come back for the next season. Sometimes that's the best thing to do is like, all right, this didn't work. These players are good in their right mind, but it's like
all I'm asking is what would you do with Meech right now to the point where you can give him something that he can be effective on? Because the only thing I'm looking at is you give him just Jinx and Xayah, and that's it. Because he's
I don't even know if I put him on Xayah. I don't even know if that would work.
Zaya has self-peel. That's all Zaya really can offer him is he can peel for himself and potentially not die. But
Jinx,
then again,
Zaya,
he can't play Zeri. Oh, I'm being too nice there.
Fuck no. He can't even play Aphelios well. You want to put him on Zeri?
I feel like if Ayla's on anything but Nautilus, he's all like that's the thing is
Nautilus or Blitzcrank. Those are the only two I'll put him on. I'm not putting him back on top.
Leona?
He
could play Leona. He could.
Those are only three champions. Anything that had the hook, I'm putting them on. I'm not putting no goddamn top
the only way to fix the team right now to patch up these holes if they're going to make changes for playoffs or after they might be out of playoffs after they go next week is they have to patch up these holes. They need to make sure.
That last year with the 100 seasons patching up a hole was Busia. That's patching up. That was like patching up like a cut wound. These are bullet holes that are like the size of fucking hockey pucks. You ain't gonna be able to patch that up. That is.
Man, I got holes in my wall like M4 40. I need to patch this up. We gotta find some holes. We gotta patch them up.
Hey, man, I got a hole I'm trying to patch up.
The only idea that I think they can do is you have to just tell Ayla, hey, when you back, go to Quid or Sniper's lane and proxy gank for them. Because that's one thing you can do. Because you know how supports do it. They'll back and then they'll go to they'll think to top or mid to gank. Unless Ayla is on a early roaming engaged playmaking support, they can't do anything. Ayla would legitimately need to sack bot lane to go and help the other guys to help them get ahead because it's just not it. I mean, maybe today they just had their first playoff series and they just got massively exposed. I mean, but they'll
No,
be going because they're in the upper
I
bracket.
wasn't surprised. I
Game.
wasn't surprised they got exposed. It's whenever it's like, oh, well, the season's better than Cloud9. I'm not sure that was even true. I think Cloud9 just played like shit all season because some of these games Cloud9 were playing, they were trolling. Cloud9 should have.
No one's gonna tell me last week they weren't playing like shit. When we saw Berserker, he could end the game and he eat in Lucian and killed himself. Like, bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Trolling us here?
Cloud9 could have easily 2-0'd 100 seasons in the regular season.
Oh yeah, I forgot the last time they played, they were winning the game.
Yeah, and then they get through. I was like, what the? I was like, okay, we're gonna lose to Cloud9 again, and then it just threw. I was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going? That's how I felt when the Giants beat the Eagles towards the end of the season. I was like,
yeah.
No, we don't want. I was like, actually, I did want it for 100 teams to beat Cloud9. I was like, for the Giants, I didn't want the Giants to win because, like, the more you win, the lower the playoff seed, not playoff, draft pick we see is. And I'm looking at 100 seasons like, what the fuck is Cloud9 doing?
But we're looking at these guys and we're looking at, like, I don't doubt what I saw with my own eyes was legit. Like, they didn't have good synergy in the regular season. I guess they were just like that. That's the thing is, what can Golden Glue do? Because if they're so limited in what they can play, like, what style can they play? If you can't play like knockups Alistar good, then I don't like. I just think should probably not be on Yasuo anymore. It's just I could have picked Yone. I mean, he played Yone very well.
Yone could work.
Which is weird. It's like they had. I don't know if they banned. I forget. Did they ban Yone in that last game?
I think Yone did get banned. Yone got banned in one of those games.
Yeah. So I'll ask you. Do you think it's just better for them to just get out of the playoffs and just
it depends on who they play next. If it's Team Liquid, they can beat them.
It shouldn't be Team Liquid. Shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure they're gonna face Dig. Which I'm pretty sure didn't they 2-0 Dig?
Yeah, Dig trash.
Yeah. I'm never a believer in Dig. Dig is like Vitality. Get to second place or the trophy, or I don't be caring what you do.
Because Cloud9 say that they have a tougher time into Dig mixed up.
Yeah, he said that though. Today they said that Team Liquid is a harder opponent for them, actually.
The fuck?
Because people said in scrims Team Liquid is actually pretty good, and you're thinking like,
hey,
where's that Team Liquid?
Wait a second. That's me. Team Liquid and 100 sees the opposite. 100 sees suck the scrims. I do that.
They're better on stage. Yeah,
and then Team Liquid is good at scrims, but the fuck? Oh god!
You guys face NRG on Saturday.
Fuck. That's a toss-up.
I mean, given how bad NRG's looked throughout the regular season.
No, but the weird thing about NRG is they might actually be able to turn it up.
I'm saying NRG play worse into teams that. Well, I forgot. Technically, that's not the opposite. 100 teams are the better team to the split. They're the higher seed.
Energy might win, but then again, I don't know what the fuck is going on because Energy is.
We don't really have faith in NRG though.
I got no faith in Energy. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this team.
Because tomorrow is FlyQuest versus Team Liquid. So who are you predicting for that? I think FlyQuest should.
FlyQuest should probably. They should 3-0. Hopefully.
FlyQuest, it most likely might be a 3-1.
It might be a 3-1.
I'll say 3-1 because Team Liquid have those odd random ball games where they somehow miraculously win one.
Team Liquid takes it to 5 games. I think Team Liquid wins.
Good Lord, man!
If they take it to 5, because FlyQuest is just 100 seeds but with better players.
Essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like. Matsu and Beach are the only players I'm like, they're both the same player.
Let's go to the LEC, actually. All right, LEC.
G2 goes 3-0 in the week. They finally don't troll on Monday. Thank God. Holy shit. When these motherfuckers launched with a Vitality, I'm like, They're trolling. Okay, they're drunk. They're rogue.
Yeah, that week they picked Seraphine Senna like drunk. Go home.
This ain't real. It was drunk. I was like, that shit me and MSK be doing. MSK goes to I go Seraphine. They drunk. This is some carrier Gooby UC against Brian. I was like, oh, we're going 2-0, but we're gonna take like 45 minutes to do it. They're drunk. They're carrier drunk. He's a little get him out of the fucking bars.
Dude, I imagine they were like, do not let Mickey X cook. I'm sorry, Sona support, bruh.
Yo,
I don't think Sona's a bad support, like, given how she's got like buffs. But there's the reason why people don't pick Sona in competitive, there's just way better options. There's better options.
You play Sona in solo queue is great. You play Sona, you're like, oh, Sona's a good pick, and then they ban Sona, but then you actually play your real champion. You're like, you know that was just bullshit, right? Like, if you see me pull out motherfucking like, if you see me pull out Ash support, don't take me seriously because it's like I
might have actually made Ayla look good today. Honestly, if he pulled out Ash support, good lord,
that actually would have helped out because then he could have just carried instead of Meech, and Meech could have just been extra damage.
That's the thing, though. Make Ayla the carry instead of Meech. That's your Band-Aid situation.
Oh, fuck. That's not a Band-Aid. That's like getting shot 9 times and you put Band-Aid on the bullet wound. You're still bleeding. Like, Jesus.
But the doctor said as long as you put more Band-Aids, you'll be good. Or just prolong your death.
Is your doctor drunk?
Probably. That's definitely true.
He's probably on that crack then. It's like, because you look at the team. Carmine Corp already got more wins in their first week than they did. Carmine's already at 1-2.
It took them to week 3, day 2 to get their first win. These
motherfuckers got it day 1. Jesus, Rogue's garbage. I'm sorry, Rogue. Just throw Rogue in the trash. They become Rogue again, and then they just go Rogue. Like, Jesus, this team's bad. This team's bad.
Like, Carmine Corp last split were just as bad as them, but at least they were trying in their games to win. I could always respect if you're trying. Rogue were just not trying, and they were just bad.
I feel like they were, because Carmine Corp was trying. I don't know.
Carmine Corp were trying. They were just sucking at trying. Rogue were just sitting there doing nothing, losing, and also not trying. And I was like,
and then Rogue gets that one free win from
against G2.
G2 just because it's like G2 felt like giving gifts, donations, and Rogue still couldn't capitalize off that. I'm like,
G2's out here trash. G2's out here literally being fucking charity, just giving out charity wins.
G2 could have lost every game on Monday. It still got top 3. It still won. Like think about it. That's how bad Team BDS could have been. 7-2, got first place. It still would have found a way to choke that damn league. And talking about Team BDS, what the fuck is happening with them? Did Adam punch all the sense out of Nuck? What the? No, I'm dead ass serious when I ask that.
I mean, he was always let's be honest here. Nuck was always a role player. He was always, the bridesmaid. He was never actually a carry, for being honest.
Yeah, he's the fat chick that you fuck with, but you don't tell nobody that you fucking her. Trust me. I know. I've been with those kind of girls.
He's like the girl that you'd have sex with in secret and let nobody know about because you're just kind of just disappointed that she's not better. Because
trust me. I've been with a girl who was great at sex, but it's like I wish you just looked better. It's like, no,
okay, you ain't shit though.
This fat girl
you ain't shit.
I remember shit. I was getting head from this fat chick for like 2 years straight, like literally.
Man, she got a number?
Nah, she's married now. I remember I let no one know. The girl, I remember one time she was on a trip, right, and everybody was passed out on the bus. I just whipped it out, just had her suck it right on the bus, and no one knew. Like she was loud. She was a loud dick sucker too. I was like, but it's like fuck. And then eventually she went from being trash ass Carmine Corp to G2 one day where she finally lost all the weight. I didn't try to go after her because I actually respect her. It was like But you look at BDS, you're like, I don't know what this team's bad now. This team's
like,
bad now. Like,
I have somewhat hope for them because I believe Stryker, their coach, can get the most out of them. I'll give them till next week. If it was all 3 games next week, or they go like 1-2, I'm about to be like, ring, bells are ringing.
If they're at least 2 or 4, I'll give them a chance. It depends on who else does what.
It also depends on the quality of their wins too. If they're getting wins as lucky as Cloud9 were getting them, I'm about to be like, bro, you suck balls. So I'll say this: I'll give BDS the time to ramp up, like we did last split, and they ended up finishing third. Or it was third, right? Yeah, it was third.
Second.
It was third. Mad Lions got second.
You mean overall or in the regular season?
Oh, sorry, in the playoffs. Forgot.
Oh, you're third. Third.
They got third in the playoffs, and they got second in the regular season. Like, we know how much, guys. If you don't know how much Stryker does to this team, he gives them literally everything in the kitchen sink to make this team look as better than it should. These players really aren't that good. Like, essentially, Ice is just a support version of Jun, honestly.
Yep.
Sorry. Ice is an ADC version of what Jun is on Fnatic. They're basically the same. Why not just swap the bot lane? Why not give Lebrov to Fnatic? And then why not just give Jun to BDS? I think that, like, a lot of these teams are just badly put together, honestly. I think
my thing is, why did they just fire LeBron to get Tribby before Tribby went to her heretics? About that?
I think they could have just kept Tribby. Oh, okay, rumor on the street was maybe Tribby was being a little bit too toxic for them. Fucking pussies.
That's just toxic. People got started defining toxic because someone called me toxic because
they said that's the reason why they kicked him off Rogue, was that he was being a little too harsh on teammates. It's like, bro, y'all are some pussies.
What?
And this thing is, all these European people, every time I talk to a European person, like, we're blunt, we're this, we're that. Y'all are some pussies. What's up with this? Like, European people supposed to be blunt as fuck. They can take criticism. They can dish it out. Every time you dish it back to one of these fucking losers, they'll, oh my god, get them off the team. Oh, y'all some pussies. Yeah. Good lord. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah, forgot. Yeah, Rogue is write that off. Just go 0-9. Just don't win a game. They literally had a chance to beat BDS and they just threw. They
literally just threw. That game I told you about
with a 5-0 Callista. 5-0 Callista?
That's what happened with that comp. You remember I told you about the comp where the guy blasted me back into this shit where I got killed? Yeah. That's how our game went. It was literally it wasn't even a bad team fight. I ulted for 4, but the ADC did not kill a single person. And then we all get killed, and then it just end the game. We were up 5 stars of gold, 5 kills, and in one bad team fight or one thrown team fight, we lose the game. Everybody reported our ADC. The ADC reports me and said, "Oh, why did I blast code myself?" He was trying to gaslight me and said, "I'm the one that blasted." What? I was like, Chris, I was about to call the executioner and. Oh my god! And then he called me toxic because I called him out and said he was bad.
That's what I swear, man.
You're a toxic guy. You're a bad ADC. I was like, I'm a bad ADC. Nigga, I was support. Nigga, first of all, why does the ADC and support got to say about the kills? I'm a Seraphine. You're a misfortune. Thank you. I'm just sitting there like. If I knew this nigga, me and him be fighting right now.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Rank be pulling out emotions on a motherfucker you didn't even think you even had in your brain. I'm like, bro, people in league are just
this motherfucker was trying to gaslight the whole team because it was our.
I'm sorry, guys. Giant X also suck. Like, Otawamne looks like he's just.
Otawamne's done. Otawamne's done.
I'm sorry, Otawamne looks so checked out, dude. I feel so bad for him. He's so checked out.
He getting the check. That's why he's there. He's like, I'm just here to get.
Why is Peaches here? Why is Peaches here? He just speaking some rap language.
I like Jackie's, but Jackie's starting to get exposed. Like,
he can't do anything. He can't even improve. Like, he's a rookie. He doesn't really understand what to really do on stage to play.
I
And
feel
yeah,
bad
like
for HR.
you have a rapping support. He can't. Patrick is maybe finally gonna fulfill his potential that people have been telling me he had potential for 7 years. People told me he's had potential, and he's only kind of looked like that in like maybe 2 years out of that. 2 years, people.
Yeah.
People have said this he's a top 4 ADC. You barely ever see it. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Yo.
My dad's been out of my life. Went out for cigarettes. I'm still waiting.
Man, don't worry, I'll wait. Yep.
I'm still waiting for Patrick to be in this like upper echelon of ADCs like Hansama and like people like who's an upper echelon ADC in the split? Upset or whoever, right? I'm still waiting for this guy to pop off and be good. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for Patrick. Oh wait, he's always been a lackluster mid-table ADC.
Oh god.
Team Vitality themselves. I mean, Photon had a good game on Rumble. Photon pretty much hard carried them on that Rumble game.
Ruka, let's go back to Battle Lines Court. This is where I expect them to be at 1 and 2. Like,
do you think they'll improve with the split like we think for BDS, or do you think they'll just be a middle of the pack team?
Who did they play against? No, did Battle Lines play against G2 or no? Not yet.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they played G2 on
Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they got beat. Yeah, G2 put their own foot in their ass. Yup.
Yeah, because the crazy thing about G2 right now is like
that game was forgettable.
Yeah.
Battle Lines just still. Damn, I forgot. Damn, I forgot that game already. That game looked forgettable. That was
most of these LET games are pretty forgettable. After you watch them, you're like, oh, okay. Can we get to the next week, please?
Because it felt like all G2 games were just like G2 was bad early game, and their big game is the reason why they won. It's like,
you know what's crazy, man? Caps has actually pretty much turned back into the mid laner that a lot of people thought he was already going to be. He's been actually like curb stomping people hard.
Yeah.
A big problem, reason why they had a bad early game was because Caps was having a bad early game himself. And then Caps just took his meat out and just put it on the table.
He just took his meat out and told everybody to suck it. That's what happened. Because honestly, who's the second best mid laner in
Humanoid?
Nah, Humanoid can't be him. Oh God.
Human Int.
What about Perks? We're perfect.
You better not be in Twitch chat saying when does Perks play.
I did that. Yo, they timed me out for saying that. It was like, whoever was the mod there timed me out. I said, yo, where's Perks and Abadage? And they just timed me out. I was like, okay, yeah. I'm sensitive.
When does Perks play? I mean, Team Heretic starting out like they have been, I guess. I mean,
they look better, but my God,
they look a little better. But those first 2 games were rough. A lot of these teams with win records looked really rough. Okay, I will give it to Fnatic. They looked a lot more cohesive in their first 2 wins. Like, honestly, these first 2 wins are the quality of wins that a lot of people thought that Fnatic should have with this kind of roster.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Noah is the most lackluster ADC ever. He is like the girl that is just good enough to just do missionary to, but she can't do nothing else.
Oh yeah, no, he's Mayday. He's literally just Mayday. He's
mustard.
No, mustard has some tang to it. People like he's just because have you ever just put mayonnaise on a sandwich in there and it just doesn't do anything? Mm-hmm. He's like mayonnaise. Because think about it. What is the best condiment to put on a sandwich? Mustard. Mustard has some tang to it, some spice to it. Yeah. Mayonnaise don't have nothing unless you gotta add mayonnaise and ketchup.
No, but we already have mayonnaise. That's our mayo. What's another terrible condiment? I think ranch tastes like shit.
Our mayo's like that mayonnaise that's like fat free. That's even worse.
Oh, Noah is Miracle Whip.
Fuck that. Oh God, Miracle Whip's bad too. Because Miracle Whip is mayonnaise, but just expensive because of that fucking name. It's just literally by name. It's like, oh God, our mayo. I get that. I ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying, like, Fnatic in theory played the best games against G2 last
Yeah.
split. Their first wins looked pretty good. Their loss against Team Heretics was like, what the? They actually had a good shot at actually beating them too. They actually themselves could have won 3-0. Why do they do that every single time they have a lead where they could win? They just throw. Like, oh, this roster, I don't get it. This roster is like 1 week girl blows you, next week girl farts in your face and punches you in the throat. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 1 week you eat the girl's ass out, she's coat on your dick. Next week you eat the girl's ass out, she farts in your mouth and a little shard of poop come out. It's like, oh shit. It's like, oh yep, a little shit came out, and Fnatic don't know how to fix it.
And then you just punch a bitch in the throat. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that, guys.
Nah, you just bend the bitch over and put her face in the pillow, fuck the shower. Not literally.
I will say SK Gaming kind of live and die by Irrelevant now.
Irrelevant
they really stepped up. I will give
the guy who that's the most ironic part about it. His name's Irrelevant, but he's the only relevant part about SK. That a bitch. The guy whose name is irrelevant is the most relevant player. Because Hellsay ain't doing shit. Sorry, that Hellsay.
I forgot what's his name? DOS. Yeah.
DOS. DOS ain't doing shit.
What other team have we not? I mean, yeah, guys, Carmine Corp got a win, but whenever they had leads in some of these games, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They're like, "Oh my god, we're actually winning a game!"
And they beat Giant X. Like Giant X is.
They got a win against probably the worst team in the league, not talking Rogue.
Yep. And then Carmine Corp lost to Fnatic after. Yeah, that was a stop.
Yeah.
And then they got
afterwards. And they play against G2.
Yep. G2 put their whole foot their ass. Just Carmine Corp was like, "Oh, we can beat G2," and you fucked around. You realize, oh shit. It's kind of like when you run off the cliff. You're like, we finally got the road runner. You realize there's nothing beneath you. You just fall straight down. Yeah, that's what happened to G2. Not G2. Casey realized, guys, we got this lead. How do we close?
They're so surprised they had a lead. They were like, what do we do?
And then,
that's not good. That's not good.
Yep. It's like,
oh, God. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the LCS and the LEC so far. You got, what else we have? I mean, for the LPL, EDG is out of playoffs. I mean, they didn't deserve to make playoffs at all. They were terrible, actually.
Yep.
Milky Way still carries FPX.
Yep.
JDG, because I was watching Top JDG last night. JDG beat Top pretty bad, actually.
Yeah, they just how they say Ruler and who's the other guy? Not Jack Love. Who's the other guy? Who's the support? I forgot who. No. Who's the top laner for JDG again? Oh, Kanavi. They said Kanavi is TS.
Kanavi's the jungler.
Why they kept saying? Oh, okay, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, it was Kanavi in the top lane. They said no. They said Kanavi is 369 and T is dad in the whole chat. They just say they was spamming that. Kanavi's daddy.
Okay, what happened to Flandre? Why was he not playing for them when I saw him? Did he get sick? Because they had Sheer in, and I was like,
he was sick, but also he wasn't really playing well.
Let me see, Flandre, JDG. I was trying to figure out what happened to Flandre. Apparently Flandre is benched.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing well.
Yeah. I thought he was sick. Oh God, they benched Flandre.
Yep.
I mean, he hasn't been playing well for a while at this point. He's been kind of coasting for a little bit at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because like someone put here, Flandre was never the first option for JDG if they didn't get backlash for being suspected about lying about Sheer's age. Yeah, it's been kind of rumored that they've been lying about that some of these LPL teams have been lying about starting some
Chinese team lying about Chinese lying about age. Oh, not surprising. Chinese, that's all they do is lie about age. Why think? Apparently, y'all, you don't think the Chinese wasn't lying about Yao Ming's age when he came over and said he was 24? That motherfucker like 28. That motherfucker only lasted 10 years. Like, are we? I hope people. I really hope people are not fooled and think like that Chinese don't lie about people's ages. They do it all the fucking time. Every time they falsify documents, be like, oh, this player's only 19 but he's really 15, or vice versa. Oh, this guy's 19 but he's really 26. They do it after all the fucking time. Like, nigga, oh, I'm 16 years old. Nigga, you 31. Fuck out of here, man. Nigga, you got a full beard and you got 5 o'clock shadow, nigga. You 31, nigga. Stop that play that. Like some of these Chinese players are, oh, I'm 22. Yeah, you was 22 5 years ago, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like,
it's happened a lot. Yeah, because like that's the thing though, is who's gonna question the LPL from the Chinese government? They own Tencent. So I can do anything, actually.
That too, because like, it's like
you question them, you lose your spot in league. That's what happens.
Yeah, you could question China, but you better never ever go to China and get arrested. Oh, they're gonna make sure you disappear. Shit.
Good lord.
By the time they deal with you gonna be in some backwater prison in North Korea. Nope, I'm dead. Fuck that.
I think people are gonna like that. Like I know some of you guys haven't been watching the LPL. I actually have. And I'm pretty sure you've been kind of catching up with it. This JDG team has some pretty huge flaws about them. They're pretty much just all based around Ruler, if I'm being honest here.
No, it's all Ruler. It's literally Missing goes missing. Like, he lives up to his fucking name. Konami's good way he chooses to be. Yagal, I feel like he's a BLG spy. Cause this time I'm like, this motherfucker still think he's playing for BLG. Okay. Of course, the number one player on a Chinese team is a Korean. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, I'm just saying. Even China got a fucking import from Korea. I told you, man. The best player on the Chinese team is an import.
The Korean player.
Not fucking surprised.
He's getting paid the most money too. Also, Konami is Korean too.
Okay,
Konami's a rap dong.
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to tell which was Korean, which was Chinese. It's not. I mean, can you tell which was Korean, which was Chinese? Because the only one,
don't they have smaller eyes or some shit?
Not always. The only player I look at and I know this motherfucker's Chinese is Ben. Yeah, Ben got a Chinese-looking fucking face. I don't know what it is, and that plus every Chinese person I know got a big ass fucking head. I don't know what it is. Everybody else got a normal, like even Knight got a normal looking size head. Zund got a normal size head. Elkin, even LeBao looks like he's mixed. But Ben, I'm like, yeah, he's Chinese. He got just a big old dome ass head too. You're partially right. It's the eye structure. Something about the eye structure of a Chinese.
Like, dude, I didn't want to play into that whole because a lot of the LPL's wins have come from having strong Koreans on there. There have been some pure Chinese rosters that have done very well, but BLG, not BLG, JDG, their best players are the Korean players. Good God,
woo! Shit, it's like.
Or even on because Top Esports is all Chinese players. Yeah, Top Esports is all Chinese players.
Like
BLG's all Chinese players.
369, you look at 369, you're like, okay, he's Chinese. You could his face is Chinese looking. It's like
some Wong Chong look, yeah.
A part of it is sometimes the eyes, because if you're full 100% Chinese,
dude, on the LPL league, the leaguepedia for the LPL, they list rookie as Chinese. No, rookies are Korean.
I'm about to say, isn't rookie
rookie's Korean? Yeah.
Oh no, he's Korean as fuck. Like,
but he has residency in the LPL. He has his green card.
No, I look at that motherfucker. I know he's Korean. Like,
but he has a green card.
Because Zero looks Chinese. It's the facial structure. Photic, no, that motherfucker's Chinese. And Photic ain't Chinese. That Holy shit! Because some of these players you look at, you know, they're
EDG
Chinese.
went. I still can't believe EDG went 2-11. They went
Oh
9-22.
yeah, no, EDG is garbage. EDG is hot garbage. Like
Retool that whole roster. Just all the players gone. All y'all getting homeless. That's what I would do.
EDG, like EDG and Ultra Prime are hot garbage. Like Ultra Prime was known to be hot garbage, but it was like RG. I'm sorry about your team, man. They actually had expectations to be higher, and
that team is trash. They have players that could be like dark horse level, but the gameplay is so bad. I'm like, y'all. You know what they did? You know how RNG loaned? Remember how they had Bin and they loaned? No, sorry. Yeah, they got the last time they won is because when they had Bin on their roster and they had a nice coaching staff. Then because they were loaning Bin from BLG because BLG wanted Uzi that year, they let Bin on a loan. Yeah, in China you can actually loan players to each other for a split. Fun fact: RNG is the org that discovered Milky Way, but they loaned Milky Way out to FPX.
Oh Jesus!
And they kept Way. RNG had Milky Way, and they loaned him out to FPX.
I mean, they did go away, just not Milky Way. And Ray Adam, of course, Vikla. Apparently, they said Vikla was the best player. Ray Adam.
That's bad. That's how you know your ass is trash.
LGD.
Vikla's our best player. That's not a compliment.
Apparently, according to players, that he was the best player. I told motherfucking LG was hot ass. Motherfucker was LG.
LG they're out of playoffs now, right? I think.
Yeah, they're 5-7. I told motherfuckers that. I told motherfuckers last year that they were overhyped. They got out of high streak during the summer.
They made one change.
Yep.
That's so crazy.
Yep.
The fact that they made one change and they essentially fell apart this hard. Zika Zika to me was always overrated. He was always overrated as hell.
Yeah.
I just don't know what happened. They lost. I get it. Losing Tarzan hurt them really bad. But you wouldn't think it drops the level of the team down that bad. Like, this is just unacceptable gameplay.
They were like this with Tarzan, but they worked together as a team. You took Tarzan off, and you brought in, who was it? Weiwei. Was it Weiwei?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Weiwei. Yep.
Weiwei from what? BLG?
Weiwei was on Weibo, remember?
Oh, yeah. I forgot he was on Weibo. Where the fuck Weibo at? Yeah, Weibo's right in the middle. Like where they should be. Took Weibo and had... Deshaun must have knew this team was going to be trash. That's why I'm taking... Deshaun knew this team was going to be trash. That's why he took a break.
Oh, my God. I didn't even see this news today.
What?
I thought this was going to happen in 2025, but they announced this today, earlier. I didn't see this. This is big news, actually. I'll show you right now. It came from the LOL Esports Twitter page, actually. Esports Winter, as they call it. So, as everyone knows, we were talking about the whole VCT Americas model. Look, this was from the LOL Esports Twitter account. And keep in mind, Riot likes to play very safe with their articles. They don't even name people that write for them or anything like that. This is from John Likes Baloney. Bruh. Those names John Needham, but I call him John's full of baloney. All right. A new business model for the LEC, LCS, and LCK. So not the LPL, okay? A new business model. Today, we are presenting a new business model to pro teams in the LCS, LEC, and LCK to reflect the changing reality of esports. Basically saying, nobody's making money off this. We're fucking broke, and player salaries are eating our ass. The new model is closer to the one we've successfully implemented with the VCT. One with more predictable revenues for teams and financial upside driven by in-game digital items, reflecting the support of LoL esports fans across the globe. Wow.
Okay. What? Okay. This just means, are they about to consolidate these three regions and bring in more teams? Or are they about to do the opposite?
Sounds like that's what they want to do. They want to just basically go, let's axe all of these and just merge them into one. How many teams would that be, though?
Oh, God. That'd be Pretty much, it's just gonna be the Korean teams on top. The fuck?
Oh, well, okay. Remember. Arnold said there was a lot of these Korean guys that want to get out because they're not making money off this. So
if you take the top 4 teams from each region, it's going to be Genji, T1, KT, and Homalife, and those 4. The LEC is going to be G2 and Fnatic and whatever other 2 teams you want to take. And LCS is going to be
Cloud9, Team Liquid, probably.
FlyQuest and 100 Thieves, probably. Because Dig hasn't done shit. Shopify Rebellion, dude, fuck them. It comes down. It might come down to a 3-week. Like, it's gonna be Cloud9 the only one that's gonna be safe because, like, do you keep NRG, do you keep 100 Thieves, or do you keep Team Liquid? Which one do you keep? One of those teams gotta go, unless they only bring over 3 and they bring over 5 from the LCS, because there's only really 3 good teams in the LCK. I mean, the LEC, like.
But this is the thing, though, dude. If they want to change the reality of esports, did you see in Valorant they gave like the teams their own skins so the fans could buy the skins? They did that before with the team passes. Why don't they? So let's say 100 Thieves wins the split. As an example, let's say they do. Why can't they make skins for 100 Thieves? That would directly support the team. You know why they don't?
Yeah.
You know what? They want to create their own skin to make 100% of the revenue because if they create a team skin for 100 Thieves, they have to give you 50%. So
why can't they just do both? Why can't they create their own skins?
Because they're greedy fucks.
And then let 100 Thieves create their own skins, and then let 100 Thieves bring back those baseball jerseys.
Because in their mind, why would I create a skin and give you 50% when I could just create my own skin and get 100%? That's the way they look at it. They're retarded.
Jesus
they're actually stupid. They're so fucking dumb.
They
could literally just give you team passes, icons, skins, ward skins. People are willing to support that to support the team.
Skin is like, oh, if you want to play like your favorite ADC Beach, he'll have the. Or if you want to play like your favorite jungler River, or last year,
like
Closer was. So like,
like if 100 Thieves FlyQuest till we win the split, I think they should get skins. Like, why don't they just make this stuff right now for the teams to help them out with digital revenue? We know that skin sales in CSGO with those loot boxes, we know that all that stuff is very good for teams. Why don't they just make it? You give 50% of the revenue to the teams. They fucking do that during Worlds. They do that during Worlds all the time.
Not even that. Do a whole. Not even just do a whole pass. What you can do like, for $25 you can buy this 100 C's box where you get all the stuff. You get the skins, you get this. Think about it, for $25, I'll buy a fucking or this amount of whatever is in the what is it called? Yeah, you could buy a treasure chest where you get every single 100 C's, every single Cloud9. Because you'll get Cloud9, I'll get 100 C's. We'll both get G2. I'll get T1. You get Gen-G, whatever that shit be like. Gen-G is like.
Dude, do you know the only way of unlocking that revenue that a lot of these teams say is decent enough is to get to Worlds because you get like the team icons now.
Yeah, it's like.
But the only other way to unlock the other revenue is to literally win Worlds. So the only way to unlock revenue, guys, in this esports space is to have sponsorships, which is taking someone else's money essentially. You get to Worlds, you get the icons, or you win Worlds. That's it. You have to win Worlds to get skins. And guess what's the most profitable skins, guys? World skins are. They're the most the SKT ones, they said are the most profitable. They look dope as fuck, honestly. Those skins are great, actually. Adjusting our law esports strategy.
I can't wait for the SKT skins this year.
He's probably getting T1 skins. Faker said he doesn't care. He just lets people pick for him, honestly. He doesn't use skins.
Yeah, that's true. He really doesn't. But he does have all the SKT skins though.
We need one for LeBlanc. I don't get Faker. Pick LeBlanc for the legacy. Faker LeBlanc back in the day used to just bend you over, stick 4 fingers in your ass, and dig all your shit out. Not gonna do. But
that's what let him what to do to you, man.
You let her do that to you. Dig all your shit out, bro. I'll wax your butthole with her tongue.
Hey,
oh my god! It's from John Need Baloney. Oh no,
John need ham. John need ham. John need ham.
Keep in mind, dude, this was the same guy that did that interview with Travis saying, hey, we lost Golden Guardians and Evil Geniuses, so now the players have to look for new homes. John, the offseason was already over. Those players are homeless.
No. Not even that the off season was over. It wasn't. No. He said it during Worlds. The issue is
it says the day before finals, but does he know the offseason for league basically starts when the split's over?
It starts.
Technically starts for teams that are at playoffs, but
it starts 48. It starts 48 hours after the playoffs or the playoffs is over.
Yeah,
John. Now you're telling that's me. I'm stuck in a contract, and then the team goes defunct. Now I don't have a contract with money. Plus, every other team's already signed their players. It's like think about this. There's a team that got Armeo Jungle, and they could have had who's the. It was. Who was the two teams? It was Golden Guardians that went defunct, and it was
EG.
EG.
Yeah.
I think Armeo was on EG when he got.
EG, we're talking about signing Sheridan. Like, bro, you ain't serious about winning. Come on.
You telling me that Morals had a choice between Sheedon and Amal, and he went with Sheedon, the guy who replaced Amal.
Well, let's go over what Mr. John Needs Baloney has to say this time
John
around.
Needs ham. Yeah, John needs meat. Pause. Need ham. Like, really need ham? John needs ham.
John's full of baloney. I love it. But all it says, at least they're attaching a name to these articles. You know what they did before, dude? When they didn't have balls and they couldn't attach names to these articles, they literally said this article was written by Law Esports. That's not a person. Okay.
Oh, that's being someone in there that you don't want to put a name on too, because they might have an Instagram that people's gonna find.
Oh god,
that's what it was. It was like, oh, we're gonna put this name on there because we actually got somebody we can put a name to. No, because you didn't want that motherfucker get his X account spammed with hate and death threats. That's why it's like we're gonna protect our guys and not. Okay, yeah, that's what they do. If they don't put a name on, if a corporation does not put a direct name, it's because they don't want to be held accountable if that person takes their own life because of death threats or depression or mental health issue. Trust me,
all right, let's go through this.
They teach you that in psychology all the time.
It's been a year since I wrote about our vision for esports in the blog, building the future of esports at Riot's Games. Yeah, I remember that one. Don't read that. That'll actually give you AIDS. A lot of what was true then is still true today. There's also a lot of changing across esports as a whole, and specifically within the Riot esports ecosystem. So I wanted to provide some quick updates covering what's working, what's changing, and why we're still optimistic for the future. I also heard, I think Thorin and Monty pointed this out on Summoning Insight, where basically the offer was on the table. You guys want to cancel the LCS? When Golden Guardians and EG were like, because they offered like, hey, who wants out of this? I heard they were trying to be like, hey, yo, y'all still want to do this? I was like, bro, really? Just take the whole thing away? Bruh. But hey, LCS don't make no money, actually. I'm going to focus here on LoL Esports. We started LoL Esports. John, I know. Since then, we've scaled in unprecedented ways. We served players and fans in every corner of the globe. Debatably. Launched a second major Riot Esports Valorant Champions Tour VCT, and in turn, learned a ton about what works and frankly what doesn't. Okay, I'll give you that. We love LoL Esports and believe it has played an important role in helping extend the longevity of League of Legends. Because of this belief, Riot invests hundreds of millions of dollars annually in LoL Esports. Okay? Thanks for telling us that the stuff we already knew. We already knew they invested a lot of money. Today, we are presenting a new business model to pro teams in the LCS, LEC, and LCK to reflect the changing reality of esports. We're also working with the LPL on how their business model may evolve. The new model is closer to the one we've successfully implemented with the VCT, one with more predictable revenues for teams and financial upside driven by in-game digital items reflecting the support of LoL esports fans across the globe. John, you are fucking retarded. Why can't you just do that right now? Why can't you just do that right now? Oh my god, I'm gonna get a stroke. They have been asking for this for years. Why can't you just have did this from the very beginning? They're like, John, I need digital revenue. I need another source of income. Sponsors are drying up. Pornhub ain't sponsoring Cloud9 this year. 100 Thieves ain't getting X video sponsorships. Mr. John needs baloney. Can you open up some digital items so my fans can buy my shit? Right? The best we can do is just give you nothing. Why can't they just give the teams this now? Oh, we know T1 fans would definitely buy the in-game items for T1. That is... Are you about to tell me EDG fans wouldn't buy EDG Team Pass to support EDG even though they look like trash right now when we're doing this show? Yeah, they would. I understand. Why does it have to just go to a VCT model to give like digital items? You can just do that right now. Bro, oh my god, whatever. Fucking retarded people, man, that work with this goddamn company. Remember, this is the same company that last week put the LCS in a back garage with chairs there, and it's an actual legit studio they have. I've been in that best of 3 room. You could fit people in there, only to just put the LCS back on the main stage. It's like, hold on, this whole company made a whole new different stage, or they reworked the best of 3 stage from back in the day, just to put them back a week later. Help me, man. I can't do it with this company. They're giving me AIDS. Why move the LCS a week, then just put it back? Why not just run the LCS earlier in the day so you could just run the VCT Americas that same day? Why go through the hassle of making a whole new studio or reworking the best of 3 studio?
Because I'll be honest with you.
Oh my god, that's so fucking dumb.
I'll be honest with you. These motherfuckers have no idea what they're doing. They're throwing shit out of the wall and hoping it goddamn sticks.
Dude, that's like you going over to Lennon's house and be like, "Hey, Chats, can you move my couch and my bed?" Okay, I get a new bed and couch. A week later, can you move the older ones back in?
Oh, trust me, I've had a girl do that with me before. I was like, "Why you want me to move this stuff?" And she was too nervous to tell me that she wanted to hook up. I was like, "You could have just said that." Like,
bruh, so stupid. What am I even? Whoever proofread this is retarded. You need an editor, John Baloney fucker.
John needs help. Yep.
The changes we're presenting to teams are intended to keep LoL esports healthy and on a path to long-term sustainability. In this context, sustainability means that LoL esports can generate enough revenue to cover the cost of Riot, our professional teams, and other stakeholders investing in our ecosystem, while also providing an enduring career for our best players to compete professionally. What that means is this hasn't been profitable almost ever, is what he's saying. The stakeholders are going up to Riot people and they've been like, "Hey, my nigga, where my money? Yeah. I need money. I invested $100 million in this company and I've only got like $2 million back. Where my money at?" The Stewie Bryan meme for Family Guy. Where my money at?
First of all, I'm glad LCS is not ran by a drug kingpin. Everybody be dead. What? You tell me I put $100 million and only get $2 million back? Everybody gotta go. Everybody in these fields gotta go.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. GTA. Everybody gotta go to GTA. I'm just saying, God damn, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. That means we know, because there have been rumors they've been trying to axe the LCS. The LCS has not been sustainable, guys. It's been a money loser for a long, long time. The team, not only is the LCS, LEC, and the LCK not profitable, keep in mind, guys, the LCK, the region with the most world titles, is not profitable. That means the LCK has won every world, essentially, and they can't make money off this. What the fuck is going on in the esports industry?
LCK won every world but 2, right?
Essentially, yeah. Oh, unless we count the Fnatic one in season 1.
Yeah, no, Fnatic and the FPX one.
Fnatic, FPX, IG, and
yeah, that's it. No, that's it.
Oh, EDG. Fnatic, FPX, EDG.
Okay, Fnatic was what, 2012?
Fnatic 2011,
2011.
EDG was 2021, IG 2018, and FPX 2019. Every other thing has been won by the LCK. Keep in mind, guys, what I just said there. The LCK has won pretty much every world, and even they on like Reddit and the information that's leaked that if they hadn't won worlds with some of these teams or got as far as they did to get to worlds, it would have been a disaster for them. Arnold, the CEO of Gen G, has said on a show, no one is making money off these things. He said he had people hit him up daily trying to buy their teams. You can't have two teams. Riot's banned that, which is whatever. They constantly shot people.
How do we know that China ain't like some of these teams?
That was a rumor. I'm not saying they haven't, but that was a rumor that these owners have multiple teams. Dude, and this is the thing. Another thing I want to make sure I bring up in this, because I'm going to later clip this out and put this up for a video. Riot has also sabotaged these teams because Riot has said, you can't have gambling sponsors. You can't have sponsors for alcohol. Those are like some of the biggest sponsors out there. Riot themselves had an alcohol sponsor. They had Bud Light sponsoring them.
Yep.
So these teams can't even get sponsors from the biggest potential sponsors in the space. Gambling makes a lot of money. I'm sorry, guys. It just does. But Riot says you can't have a gambling sponsor. Meanwhile, Riot was sponsored by a freaking fake crypto organization.
Yep.
So you can have crypto be your sponsor, but you can't have gambling. This company is so ass backwards, man. Oh my God. That's so fucking dumb.
Crypto by a company that was already being investigated at the time you guys...
The only reason why they took the FTX deal is because they didn't want TSM, who was in the league at the time, to have a better deal of sponsor than they did. That's the only reason why they let it in.
And I knew Ryan, someone that Ryan must have known that someone was getting investigated in FTX because they saw it was a money laundering thing.
Stupid as fuck company. How can teams make money when you restrict them on making money? They're like, our teams can't make money. John, you guys literally restrict them from making money. Remember at one point, casters couldn't even monetize their Twitch streams. That's how much of a stranglehold they had on people. So let's say you're a caster. Let's say you're like the black version of Azale. You're like, you know what? I'm get butt naked and start streaming some League. You can't monetize it. They changed that, obviously, but do you know how stupid that sounds?
Yeah, okay.
Imagine a hard day at work at Riot, casting, gotta cast shitty Dignitas games and shit. You go home and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna get some Twitch sub primes because I did a hard day's work at the LCS. I might have some fans I like me casting. Oh wait, I can't make money off this. Oh wait, oh my God, my bills are piling up. Oh my God, I gotta suck dick on the street in LA.
Suck dick and give your butt. No. What? Fuck out of here.
The next part is, winter is coming, or is it? I want to start with what's working. Is anything working? This man just literally said they make no money. What is working then by that logic?
Doesn't.
Okay. As we believe, the imminent demise of esports has been overstated.
Okay.
John. All right, John. All right. Okay. Overwatch League dispel. The COD League is on its last legs. This guy literally wrote a
COD League's about to die because the...
Oh, you saw the lawsuit? You saw the lawsuit from Scump and Hector? Ooh, that's bad. Also, the controversy of a Troon, you know.
Yeah, a tournament, a man winning a women's tournament. Okay, but he identified as a woman. You already defeated. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right, cool.
Our community engages with the sport more than ever. Yes. Oh my God, John. If you knew that, why didn't you give teams in-game content they can sell to their fans? Not just during Worlds, not just during MSI. Remember, they had just recently implemented that for MSI. MSI, you can only get like the icons if your team goes, right?
Yeah.
When you win MSI, you don't even get skins for your team to win MSI. That's an international tournament. People would buy those. You tell me if SKT won those MSIs, their fans wouldn't buy? Yes, they would. People would buy that shit. That's a way for them to make money. But no, they don't want to do that. Like, this is so stupid from what this guy doesn't know anything. Riot themselves, guys, I promise you, restrict people on what they can make as money in the game. Okay? They say, you can't have this sponsor. But this sponsor is the biggest one in America. You can't have it because I say you can't. What? Who are you to decide that? Meanwhile, this company's gonna have an alcohol sponsor themselves, Bud Light, which is, an L themselves. Lord.
It's not even good beer at that, too. Like, can we just be honest about Bud Light?
I don't drink, so I don't know. I can't.
It's not even good. It's.
I mean, even James doesn't drink Bud Light. That should tell you something. The 2023 season and 2024 start have had milestones that give us so much more confidence in the future. Help me, man, please. I can't get through this. What?
Fuck. Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay, hold on, please. He just told you in the above paragraph here, this don't make us no money. Our shareholders are like, where's my money at? Where my money at, man? Where my money? And he just said that they have confidence for the future. Where? He just gave you a complete dour situation that said, we don't make money off this. We're going to need to consolidate all the leagues into one, essentially. But we're pretty optimistic about the future. Bruh. Stop.
Oh, God, the lies.
Here.
Detail.
Here. Oh, my God. Here. Can Michael Jordan just take this over, please?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Good Lord. Our 2023 global event viewership was incredible with new formats at MSI and Worlds. I hate you people. I hate you people so much. If you knew the viewership had a bump for double elimination at MSI, why doesn't Worlds have it then? If you like more viewers, why can't Worlds have double elim? But people forget, Worlds did have double elimination this year. Just in the play-ins. I hate this company. Combined with deeper co-streaming integrations, they told I Will Dominate he couldn't co-stream the LEC. Riot from Europe told I Will Dominate he couldn't co-stream the LEC unless he had 20k viewers.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Driving 58 and 65% year-over-year growth in average minute audience, AMA. Respectively, in aggregate, regional LoL esports leagues also draw AMA growth in 2023, up 60% year over year. LoL esports was the star of the show at the 19th Asia Games, where Team Korea took home the gold, where they also didn't stream it because China said, we're not streaming this. So that's how much China has a stranglehold over the actual LoL esports scene. In 2024, we launched with record-breaking viewership numbers, and we can't wait to debut our Hall of Fame. Riot picking Hall of Fame players. That's funny. Plus Spotlight, the best competition that LoL Esports has to offer at MSI. In Chengdu and Worlds across Europe, circulating in the iconic O2 Arena in London. That's this. They're playing all of Worlds except quarters, semis, and finals at that Berlin studio they have right now. That's where Worlds is going to be.
Okay.
So we've told them this for years. Why are you constantly moving state to state? Put Worlds in one spot, and then until it hits like quarters, change the stage if you want. Don't know why you have to waste money like that. You have to just keep. Oh, we're gonna have League in Atlanta.
No,
the players all get shot.
No. Actually, it's much worse in New York because I was able to walk right in. The security.
They had it in New York, yeah. Hey, let's just put Worlds in New York, in the Bronx. Oh yeah, I guess.
No, not in the Bronx. It was Manhattan. Manhattan State.
It was Manhattan, yeah.
The issue is the security was bad.
You went to expensive ass Manhattan. You're insane.
No, Manhattan's not expensive. Okay, travel to Manhattan is not expensive. Living in Manhattan is. The issue wasn't that they moved state to state. It was in two different time zones. You got people that are so used to the East Coast, and then you got to tell them, oh, by the way, Worlds is not going to be on the East Coast, it's going to be on the West Coast. That's me. Think about it. You were up to 11 o'clock watching it. It was 2:30 by the time Worlds ended for me. Who the fuck wants to stay up to 2:30 in the morning watching Worlds? Unless it's over in Korea. That's a whole other thing. For you, Worlds ended at 11. That's good. You're on the West Coast. Think about it. Worlds game 2.
Yeah. For me, it would end like 8 o'clock, which is like 11 for you, essentially.
Yeah, but think about it. Worlds, the finals, didn't start to about like 10:30 at night on a Saturday. I'm already tired of getting all fucking work. Because
God.
I
know
no,
that security store you say. So at the LCS studio, because I've been there multiple times. That studio, that security ain't shit for me.
I walked right past these motherfuckers with a 100 C jersey on. They didn't even. I could have. I was about to say
They
something.
usually ask you for a stamp on your. They usually stamp your hand. Nothing.
No. There was no security where I just walked right into the studio, sat down.
You're telling me someone could just walk in there and just shut up the whole room because they know.
I was about to say the same thing. I could have I was like, damn. I mean, of course, there's security at the bottom that checks you, but there was no state checking. There was I was like, oh, where are you going? Oh, you're going up to there? They pat you down, but there's no, once you get past the security on the bottom floor, there's no security past that. Past Madison Square Garden, because because I had to go in a certain way in order to get us. It was weird, but
you're fine. For all the highs of 2023, however, the industry faced several business challenges. Yeah, your LCS covered up Nicola Point Jameson. I wonder what's going to happen about that investigation, John. We're going to launch an internal investigation into evil geniuses and TSM. TSM's came out because Reginald was a man. Nicole's a black lady who just abused another fucking dude. Yeah. Fucking business challenges. Go fuck yourself. And we have not been immune to them. Most notably, in January, we made the difficult decision to reduce our workforce by 11%. This reduction impacted all areas within Riot, including esports, and we are in the process of adjusting so we can deliver the esports you know and love. This is so stupid. Hey, we want to deliver the esports you know and love by laying off people that were vital to our broadcast to give you that broadcast experience. Makes sense, obviously, right, John? This reduction... Oh, sorry, I read that. Okay. But with a focus on what moves the needle for the ecosystem at large. Many of the challenges I outlined last year are also still true today. We all, leagues and teams alike, are overly reliant on sponsorship as a revenue stream. Yeah, everyone's always said that. Thank you for telling me John. Can I get a Captain Obvious meme? This is bro.
Thank you for telling me that was raining outside. I can see the water dropping down. That's what it is. It's like Captain Obvious. Yeah.
This is just Captain Obvious. Yes, John, thank you for telling us that esports teams' revenue is basically someone else's money. And you know what was also someone else's money? The venture capital money that's been basically, all dried up now. And most teams have burnt all their sponsors for not delivering properly. And no one's going to be sponsoring these teams. Stupid fucking industry. Man, this reminds me. What's worse, Riot or Konami? I don't know anymore. They take turns every week doing some shit.
With Konami, I feel... okay, the whole thing with Konami is Konami America want to do things correctly, but they sometimes fuck up. Konami in Japan and the media company over there that prevent them from doing certain things kind of cuts America. But they still fuck up. League is its own entity. They're fucking up their own thing and then get mad. It was like we want you to make more money, but we need a cut of it. You can get, they can make their own money and then still get a cut, and then you still can get your own cut by implementing other stuff. Be like, hey guys, if you want to have a department create their own skin, but it won't make skins for you when you win worlds, it's like.
Yeah, that's the thing is, they're like, I just don't get it with some of these people. Their decisions have all come back to bite them in the ass. And hey man, I love watching the world burn.
Yep.
So sponsorship business across the industry slowed down in the wake of the crush card virus global economy. And we saw some team organizations struggle to operate sustainably. You know how they could have operated, John? By allowing them to have sponsors that they could have wanted and by giving them digital items, actually. You could have did that, but fuck it. Go be outside and go to a soup kitchen with a black guy with a shopping cart looking like radio. Yeah, I don't want to do that in LA.
Oh hell no, because then they gonna think you homeless as well. Fuck that. So.
In recent months, however, we've been happy to see the economy regain traction.
Okay, we're done. Luscious World Bird. Yep.
Help me, please. Help me.
Help me. Sometimes all you gotta do is be like, nigga, please. Okay. All right. It'd be like, I hear you and I understand you. Yep. Next.
I don't know. I'm speechless. Did I just read that properly?
Yes, you just read that properly.
Jesus. Give me 1 sec. What the heck's going on? Now letting me exit the solo layout. What the hell? John is saying some bullshit so hard, my fucking StreamYard went, nope.
Nope, it just yeeted itself. It just went yeet.
I can't. Anyone who has half a brain knows this is just a straight lie. That is a fat lie. I'm not. Yeah. I don't get political like on some of this stuff, but like, just this is a load of shit right there. Bringing an uptick in sponsorship across the ecosystem. We've seen Progressive, Coinbase's crypto, and Honda, among other sponsor LoL esports teams organizations. In the first few months of 2024, we've welcomed new partners like HP's Omen and HyperX, Uber, AT&T, and Pagoda, which is it's like an egg roll company in like LA or some shit. It's like a chain of like egg rolls, and Heineken to our shared ecosystem. Equally importantly, we've recently extended and expanded agreements with some of the most iconic brands in our portfolio: Kia, MasterCard, Mercedes-Benz, and Red Bull. We're humbled by this growing roster of regional and global partners. They share our deep passion for games and sports and elevate the esports experience every season. You guys had State Farm. You guys had BMW. You guys lost out on the Coca-Cola sponsorship because I've heard that you guys try to tell Coca-Cola how to run sponsorships.
Coca-Cola, who been doing Coca-Cola since 1886.
Because if Riot doesn't have full control of the sponsorship, they can't have you as a sponsor. Guys, they literally lost out on a Coca-Cola sponsorship. You know how much money that was?
And Coca-Cola is more profitable, more presentable than liquor.
I'm just saying, Coca-Cola is probably more profitable than every single business up here they mentioned, except for like maybe MasterCard, because that's just your debit card. That's just unbeatable at that point.
But but Coca-Cola is accepted in more places than MasterCard. MasterCard's not accepted all over.
It's true.
It is too, but it's like at the same time.
Yeah, but I know you're saying like soda is literally a worldwide thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that they took a liquor sponsor, but not Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is accepted everywhere. Motherfuckers who even drink soda, like sometimes drink Coca-Cola. Like,
yeah, Coke is just that thing, you know?
Yep.
Oh, Lord. In addition to the sponsorship business, we remain focused on building additional meaningful revenue streams. Why didn't you just do this before? Please tell me, why didn't you just do this before? If you knew this was an issue that was plaguing the industry and esports for League, why didn't you just do this? In-game digital sales are the most scalable opportunity to drive meaningful revenues. Dude, Michael Jordan, please. I need good on Michael. No. Hold on, you're getting Eric.
Man, people smoke crack and you shouldn't do that.
That's true. People smoke crack and shit. And whoever's making the decisions are right, please put down the coke. Just give me a heads up. Yeah. Yep.
We still believe that the strongest path forward for the esport business is to monetize it like more games, sharing the upside with our team partners. Then why didn't you give them digital in-game items to sell to their fans? This still has never tackled why they never did that. We've went through how many paragraphs of this bullshit? This guy tells us the economy's good in 2024 with Joe Biden. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess this is the big one. After he gave me some bullshit. Adjusting our strategies for 2025. The needs and realities of the ecosystem today are different than they were just a few years ago. It's time for us to adjust LoL Esports to reinforce the sport's longevity and reshape the business model powering it so it's viable and sustainable for us, our team partners and pro players. We're committed to supporting the ecosystem, but believe we can and should do it in a more scalable way. Thank you for taking all this time to do it now, John. So glad all those teams went broke, lost all our money, motherfuckers out there in LA homeless. LCS players got to have 3 people rooming it with each other to, pay their rent. So glad you got this on now, buddy. Thank you for acknowledging this now in 2024. Thank you, buddy. That's why we're offering a new partnership model with our team partners in the LCK, LCS, and LEC that resembles the model we've implemented in the VCT. Remember that big blow up with the Korean teams where they basically called out Riot saying this company ain't shit, and they say if you don't get your shit together, we're out. Earlier this year, guys, they deleted the post. The LCK owners got together and basically went, hey, if you don't fix your esport models, we're out. Remember, the biggest region in the world, the biggest region, most profitable, the most winnable region in the world says, get your shit together or we're done. Adjusting, shit. What's up, buddy? Says economy is good. Yeah. I read that and I was like, bro, economy's good at Joe Biden? Good, Joe Biden?
No,
I don't know if that makes sense, honestly.
The economy hasn't been good since the second Bush, and that was barely... Actually, no. The last time the economy good was under Clinton. Bush fucked it up, and then Obama tried to fix it. Trump fixed it until COVID, and then Biden just punted that shit. Like, Trump got it to 4-1 at the 1 yard line, and Trump and then
Biden pulled the Seahawks back in 2018,
2015. Trump literally got up to the 1 yard line, and then Biden just threw the pick and just said, "Fuck it." That's what Biden did.
Biden just said, "Literally, let the world burn." At that point,
there was a point. I mean, we were still in a deficit. We were still in debt, but at least Trump was making it debt. A lot of feasible working jobs were going well. And then Biden just said fuck it. And in the most asinine way too. Just gave all money to the corporations and the AI companies. Now all these AI companies are coming out and making jobs and they're let's raise the minimum wage. But then the company's like, we're gonna make minimum wage. Let's just hire managers and then make everything automated. Now you fire on, it's like, oh, fuck. It's like, okay, all right, that's what we're doing. Like,
sorry, yeah, that's what I know. Man, yeah, the economy was good before we were even alive. That's fucking crazy.
It
hasn't been good before we were all even conceived as people, Crazy to think about. Yeah, Biden didn't do shit.
He didn't do shit to hurt her. But the issue is there are certain things he could have made better and he just said, fuck it.
In the current LoL Esports partnership model, teams committed to pay $10 million to participate, which I've never agreed with. I've never agreed with that money. Keep in mind, the reason why I never agreed with that number specifically is because the teams never made money. So you had to partner with venture capital to pay for that. Okay, why was the buy-in that much? The buy-in in my opinion, should have been around $5 million. $10 million, it's like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, $10 million is too high.
So they're trying to charge you a premium for this spot. They don't give you in-game items to sell or digital items that could allow your team to get monetized to sell it to your fans. But they want $10 million to participate because they thought that the slots would have increased in value if esports would have basically went to the moon and we'd all be in like traditional sports model where we'd be in stadiums and like, the Overwatch model they wanted, the home and away games and the regional rivalries and all that shit. That didn't happen at all. That fell flat on its face. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
In a league and receive 50% of revenue, not profits. He's talking about the revenue share. So they said the highest amount they've received is like $2 million. So the revenue share is like how much money the league makes and they get a cut of that.
Yeah.
Generated by that league. Most of this revenue has historically come from sponsorship. That's terrible. And the fucking LCS players had the nerve to walk out. We're getting treated badly. I don't even want to go down how retarded that was. I'm going to keep going. And to a much lesser extent, media rights, which Riot botched on. We don't get media rights. You know how traditional sports is profitable, people? Selling media rights to freaking whoever that'll buy them. Riot botched that because Riot wants too much control. The intent of the original partnership model was to, one, give the teams a long-term slot in the league so that they could sign multi-year sponsorship and long-term contracts for players. Not a bad idea. That's agreeable. Align the incentives between the teams and the league, and 3, give teams a way to share in the financial success of the league. Well, if you want the league to share its financial success, you allow them to have whatever sponsors they want. When we first introduced this model, abundant access to capital allowed teams to spend in excess of the revenues they were generating directly from Riot. Over time, access to capital became limited, revenue growth didn't catch up to the cost growth, and team cash reserves dried up. What he basically means is venture capital dried up, we didn't make any actual meaningful moves to make this money worthwhile or profitable, and we're screwed. Also keep in mind, this is when they mandated teams have academy rosters. They mandated these guys to have academy rosters to pay. So even if you got venture capital, you had to pay a lot in just an academy team. Housing, food, all that stuff. LEC voted to Axe Academy. Korea still has Academy. And I know LPL still has it. Like, yeah, Europe's the only region Europe's the only major region that doesn't have Academy. Okay? And you imagine getting all that venture capital money and just wasting it year in and year out on an academy roster that is just full of just worthless players. Wasting money there. And people have the nerve and balls to tell us that, oh, LCS Academy is good. Bruh, shut the fuck up. That Cloud9, the winningest academy org in the LCS, said they couldn't even make money off of it. That's ridiculous. You know? Yeah. We want teams to succeed, and we've worked with them to help improve their cash position and refocus on long-term sustainability. What they do? Slip them. John's like, hey, yo, Dig, I'll slip you $3 million. What they do to help these teams? Shut the fuck up, man. Oh, God. For example, we've opened up new team sponsorship categories and adjusted our policies and competitive calendar to unlock more opportunities for teams and players to participate in additional third-party events, something players have been asking for. Yeah, so you know, remember when they had Twitch Rivals a few years back, dude, and Bjergsen was still in the league? Bjergsen asked to go to play in Twitch Rivals. Do you know what they told him? No.
I remember, yes. I remember that.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast was at that tournament, or Tyler One, or big league, you know, the off-league streamers that are really, really big, like Tyler One and the other guys, like Renekton, Solar Renekton or whatever, that Twitch guy.
It was Ninja, it was Tyler One, Double Lift was Double Lift and Double Lift and Tyler One was on the team. That's when they ended up getting Ludwig, and Ludwig kind of, I remember that. Yeah. That whole...
Players have been asking, hey, can I go compete in like another tournament? They're like, no. It's like, fucking Riot. Financially, we've applied minimum guarantees on league revenues significantly higher than the share of actual revenues owed to teams. Also, they finally increased the revenue share the teams get. So if it's like $1 million, then they'll put it like 1.5, I imagine. And accelerated revenue share payments and deferred and spread out participation fee payments, i.e. the 10 million noted above. Owed to us. Oh, remember last year it was announced that they freeze the payments, that they just freezed it? We implemented financial policies in multiple regional leagues to incentivize teams to invest in their operations at a more scalable pace. All of this was done in an effort to afford teams a runway to stabilize and build their businesses, but it hasn't been enough to give us the confidence we're heading toward long-term sustainability. Jack from Cloud9 literally said this year he finally got Cloud9 back to sustainability. Cloud9's like pretty big, people. Like when you think of esports, you think of like TSM, Cloud9, Team Liquid, G2, Fnatic, T1, right? Aligned financial incentives. Today, I'm outlining to owners a proposed new partnership model that looks much like the VCT model from a team revenue perspective. Teams in the LCK, LCS, LEC will still retain their rights to the slots, but the new business model better reflects our collective business goals for esports teams. They're similar to what we've set out to achieve originally with Law Esports. Another thing to mention here, why is the LCS in LA? That's the reason why a lot of these teams can't make money. Even the money that they could get and potentially make off what it could be profitable in whatever sponsorship they get, they live in LA, guys. You guys know the cost of living in LA? More than I'll be able to afford in my life. Let's just say that. None of us ain't about to be living in LA. Don't know why the LCS has to be in LA. What I think they need to do is consolidate, like they do in the VCT model. I think. Do you think merging CB LOL and Mexico with the LCS would do it? Honestly, that just axe them entirely and just make it LCS, LLA, and CB LOL. I like that. That'd be cool. That's fine.
It could work.
All right. They're similar to what we set out to achieve originally with LoL Esports. We want team partners to participate in the upside of our esports. There is no upside. John, you need to prove that there's upside here. We want to align the financial incentives between teams and leagues. We want to give teams some predictability on revenue share so they can manage their business sustainability. Please tell me, dude, is this guy in reality or something? I hope he is.
Yes, I hope he is too.
Under this new model, LCK, LCS, and LEC teams will be paid a fixed stipend and share in revenue from LoL Esports digital content sales. Oh, so what they've been asking for forever. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Captain Obvious. This model shifts the revenue sharing mechanism away from sponsorship sales as the primary revenue source and focuses on digital content sales, which are generally more resilient to economic downturns and have a higher ceiling than sponsorship, which is capped by inventory, categories, and market penetration, which I do to my wife every night. Another benefit of sharing digital revenue is that the teams and leagues can truly join forces to maximize sales for everyone's benefit. This has proven difficult for sponsorship sales since the leagues and teams operate their own sponsorship businesses, and supporting each other's business typically results in conflicting terms or rights. With digital content, we reduce those conflicts and can work together as a unified force to grow the overall pie. Why wasn't this done before? That sounds cool. Those aren't bad ideas. I like them. I just want to know why it took this long. Oh, wait. Shit literally hit the fan, and they finally went, oh, shit. We're in some deep shit here.
Yeah.
Our investors are like, we ain't making no money. We're about to pull out. John Heedham's like, hey, you guys want that digital content you've been asking for like the last 5 years? Are you telling me it took it hitting the fan for this to actually work?
Yep.
Help me, please, guys. Help me, please. This new model also changes how we allocate and share digital revenue with team partners. Historically, only teams who've competed in international events like we mentioned before, MSI Worlds, benefited from the digital content sales related to those events. That means only about 20 to 30 teams could participate in digital revenue a season. Yes! Why was that only at MSI and Worlds? So basically, they went, you have to make international tournaments to make money. And before, keep in mind, I know they bring up MSI now. That's disingenuous. Do you remember how many teams did they allow at MSI before this year? Remember, last year they added 2 teams could go to MSI.
Yep.
MSI's began since 2015, and they've only allowed 1 team to go. So from 2015 to 2022, only 1 team was allowed to go. Everyone kept saying, take more teams. Nothing. So you guys know what that means? That means you literally have to win the split, win to get to Worlds, get top 3 in summer to make money in the scene. What a terrible business model that is.
Oh, hell no.
That ain't shit.
It's worked against you because you got...
That means basically the only way to make money or profit, you live off revenue share that they freely give you from being in the league, get sponsorship, and you live on a budget roster like Dignitas probably does. You think Dig is paying all those players good money? They're not. Dig ain't paying people shit.
Hell no. Even if they could, the players still suck.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you buy budget players, no one watches your team, no one cares for you, so you're screwed either way. To do that, we'll create a global revenue pool, the GRP. Nope, I can make a joke there, not doing it on YouTube. That aggregates digital LoL esports revenue and allocates it to teams via 3 buckets. I wouldn't really, okay, whatever.
3 buckets. Okay. I can make a joke there. I believe that one alone.
General shares. 50% of the GRP goes to general shares and is allocated to tier 1 teams. Competitive shares, 35% of the GRP flows into the competitive bucket. These shares are allocated based on competitive performance and are split into two tranches. One based on regional league standing and the other based on international event placements. Fandom shares. The remaining 15% of the GRP goes into fandom shares. The bucket rewards teams for developing strong fandom for their players, leagues, and team brands. Okay. The third one's fine. This one is kind of... okay, I see what you're saying there. We're excited about the GRP. We believe it rewards teams for their partnership with the league while incentivizing them to be competitive and grow fandom and engagement for the sport. Most importantly, it puts us in a position to win together. Oh, now they want to win together with the teams. Now they want to do it. Okay, I see what you're doing there, Riot. Bullshit artists. I love it. To help bolster the GRP, we will increase the standard esports revenue share percentage and increase the quality of LoL esports digital content we release in a given season. The in-game LoL esports content we've released the past 2 seasons, i.e. MSI Worlds content, skins, emotes, Worlds winner skins, etc., has continued to set a new engagement and revenue records. And we're eager to continue that trajectory to support the GRP. I'm still going to ask this, why wasn't this a thing before? They knew that world skins were the most profitable thing for them. They only offered that at World. Stupid. We'll have more to share about some exciting new digital LoL esports products in development later this year. In addition to esports digital content revenue, we will contribute 50% of other direct revenue sponsorship media once Riot recovers its annual investment in LoL esports. We're in esports for the long haul. Oh, shut the fuck up. I ain't reading that last bullshit. You said John Needham, you said the economy was good. Shut the hell up.
Economy has been good forever.
All right, man. So we've laid out pretty much everything. I'm sorry, guys, if I was ranting throughout the video. I'm genuinely sorry. It's just all this stuff was building up in my head for so long. This company is so self-sabotaging. What's that saying? They cut their nose to spite their face or something like that?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, the gravy trains run out so bad. There's going to be another Worlds tournament come 2025 in Saudi Arabia. The Esports World Cup, actually. Remember, money's run out so bad, they have to now take money from Saudi Arabia. That's bad. That's really bad, actually. So, yeah, man, anything else you want to say before we close out of this segment, actually, of the show?
I would be surprised by the end of 2025. It's four major regions and everything, and everybody else is just like the LCS is LCS, CBLOL, LLA, and the PCL are that group in Australia, and then China's China plus Taiwan. Korea might take Japan.
So what I see happening is for the LCK. I see tons of teams dropping out. I can see it being an 8-team league, cancel that buy-in fee or whatever, and just operate off that. If that's with LCK, it's like, do you allow challenger teams in, or you just go 8 teams and just go, hey, we'll just give you guys revenue share? I don't know, honestly.
But my thing is like, okay,
this is what they don't explain properly. Do they want LCS, LEC, LCK to all come together? Because that's just like not going to happen. A lot of these teams have team houses. A lot of these guys have rental agreements with apartments in these areas.
The time zones is different. Are they playing at a stage or are they playing remotely?
Yeah, that's the big problem with this. Is like, you guys know that like a lot of these owners have rental agreements with these players. Remember, they pay everything. That's the thing we also mentioned earlier. They pay their rent, they pay their food, they pay their travel, everything. Okay, you can't just like uproot that stuff and just have that happen for other teams, because you just can't do that. So I don't know. That's not possible. LCS, LEC, LCK is not going to do. That's not happening. That's literally impossible. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a rental agreement with people going on, you're like, yeah, I'll just like to cancel my rental agreement I have with you. That's not how that works, guys. That's just telling you that's not how that works. I don't know what planet John is from. That is not how that works, actually. So I don't know what's going to happen, honestly, but I know that is not happening. To get to the BCT model, you just need to dissolve the CBLOL and dissolve the LLA merge it with the LCS.
Yep.
And because that's happened, because Loud is in America, CBLOL went basically, fuck it, we don't got to pay for that shit. They'll pay for it. You know?
Exactly.
Keep in mind, guys, the reason why you want the VCT slots is because you don't pay for that slot. Riot pays you, and you just get the digital content, actually. And you get the revenue share coming up, actually. So whatever partners they choose for the LCS coming in 2025, that's what I'm really, that's what I'm looking out for. We finally are going to get rid of Immortals.
Immortals, Dig, Shopify Rebellion. I'm not gonna lie. I would not be.
Shopify Rebellion bought in just to be out of the league in a year. Oh, I'd be so pissed. Oh, I'd be ready.
I would be surprised if NRG pulls out.
NRG is also in Valorant. That's what I'm thinking is, since they mentioned VCT, I'd imagine they'll take their VCT partners they already have in Valorant. So like Cloud9, 100 Thieves, NRG. Yeah.
Team Liquid.
No, is TL in Valorant? No, they're not. They're in CSGO.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're in CSGO. But after this last recent playoff falter, Team Liquid might just say, fuck it. We don't know.
I don't know. So, yeah, guys. Thank you guys for checking out this segment. If you guys want to watch the full episode of this Cloud9 podcast episode, it's up here on the YouTube channel. Just go to the playlist section. Check out. I'm going to leave Chaz's stuff in the links in the description box below. Yeah. Sub to his YouTube channel. I'm MSK, Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace. God damn.
Yeah.
This scene is full of retards, people.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Bruh. Riot also tried to convince people that no one watched the Super Bowl. Remember that earlier this year? Riot tried to legitimately convince people didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was an L in their part.
Just don't get it. I don't get it with these people. I
don't
get it.
I don't know who saw it right. Whoever thought it right, whoever in Riot thought that was a good idea to do that. Yeah, you're gonna have to hold that L.
It's like people who don't even like football know what the Super Bowl is. That's how big it is. Actually,
yep.
Just these people. Good Lord. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. Give us like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go play some League and try to wash off this stank that Riot gave me.
Yep.
So let's do. Let me delete that right there.
Okay. All right, clean that up.
Let's see. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the Adam and Mike Barron stuff and just put it in one, or do you think I just
yeah? No, I'll put it in one.
Yeah, because I can make a whole hour episode of that.
Yeah.
So let me go and do. I know I downloaded it. I know I downloaded the Adam one. I would have to go in. Oh no! Let me go on my recycle bin. I haven't emptied my recycle bin. I'm going to go back in there and get the Mike Barron one.
Okay.
All right. Damn, I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. Or am I just good looking?
Whichever one makes you feel better.
I hate you.
Yeah, man. I go always say whatever helps you.
So earlier this week, let's do. No, oh my god.
What happened?
Wait, so I'm trying to find the Mike Barron one that I dared. It should be there.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, he don't need that. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Are you playing Pokemon?
Nah.
All right, give me a moment, guys. We're just gonna be talking with you guys just for a little bit. I need to just find this one thing really quickly. I already did enough e-fapping today. I love fapping.
Yo, e-fapping?
Oh yeah, we got an e-fap stuff around here. We be just fapping out here.
You be fapping on these hoes?
Got large cock and balls.
Yep.
Let's see. Gyra number 1 trailer. Let's see. Where's my Mike Barron's video? I know I just got rid of it today. I know I downloaded it. Has to be in my download somewhere. Good Lord. But yeah, I'll get that for you guys in a second, though. But yes, thank you guys for coming by and watching the show live if you did. And also, remember, the Iron Man podcast and the Cloud9 podcast are available on the podcasting platforms. Make sure to check out the show and listen to the Cloud9 podcast and the Iron Man podcast on your preferred podcast of your choice. Thank you guys for your constant support, and we will see you guys on Sunday to talk about more League of Legends, to recap the first week of the LCS 2024 Spring Split Playoffs. See you guys later.